Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Saturday, August 17th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have Deductive Logico cracks the case of the dead PERVY producer, and we have 6 4x4 grids with suspects' motives, locations, and weapons. We have statements today, 4 statements, one for each of our suspects, and we know, as always, 3 of these must be true and 1 of these must be a lie. Whomever is lying is our murderer today, and that's how we'll crack the case. All right, let's go ahead and meet today's suspects. We have Admiral Navy, Baron Maroon, Dame Obsidian, and Sir Rulian. The weapons today are a heavy codebook, an aluminum pipe, a rare vase, and a jar of ashes. I'm going to call this out now. Let's take great care to kind of think about the emojis here for each of these because I don't want to get these too confused. I feel like that could be really tricky. Also, aluminum pipe is kind of in a similar kind of has a similar look, especially at the smaller scale here. So let's just be very mindful of these and keeping them straight. All right, with that, let's check out our locations. We have the screening room, the enormous bathroom, the computer room, and the grounds. And finally, for motives, we have to rage with jealousy, to break into the industry, to eliminate a spy, and to see what it felt like to kill. All right, let's go ahead and check out our clues and evidence. Okay, we've got an anagram. The person who wanted to eliminate a spy was in computer room. Okay, so let's say the motive for eliminating a spy was in the computer room. Let's go ahead and put that there. Okay. This fingerprint was found on a jar of ashes. That's this, not the vase, so no handles. Okay, so let's look for this fingerprint. That looks like Dame Obsidian. It kind of has this closed off spiral circle thing here. So we'll say Dame Obsidian had the jar of ashes. Admiral Navy wanted to break into the industry. So we can say for Admiral Navy, we wanted to break into the industry. Sir Rulian had a medium weight weapon. Let's see what we have that's medium weight. The aluminum pipe and the jar of ashes, but Dame Obsidian had that. So Sir Rulian must have had the aluminum pipe. Okay, and here's a clue about the aluminum pipe. The person with the aluminum pipe, who we now know is Sir Rulian, wanted to rage with jealousy. So we can put that in. Oops, sorry, accidental click there. So for Sir Rulian, we can say rage with jealousy was his motive. A heavy codebook was not found on the grounds. Okay, so for the codebook, we can say that the location was not the grounds. Now let's see what else we know. Since we know Sir Rulian's motive was to rage with jealousy, we can say that Sir Rulian was not in the computer room because that motive is to eliminate a spy. Similarly, we know Admiral Navy's motive was to break into the industry, so we can eliminate the computer room for Admiral Navy as well. Let's see if we know anything else. We can say that because we know Dame Obsidian... Actually, no, we can't say that. Going back on that a little bit. We can put this in here. So connecting the aluminum pipe and Sir Rulian to wanting to rage with jealousy. And we can say that the jar of ashes motive was not to break into the industry because that's Admiral Navy's motive. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and cross this off. And now let's check out our witness statements. All right, Admiral Navy is saying that he was in the enormous bathroom, which is possible. Baron Maroon is saying a rare vase was in the screening room. Rare vase could have been in the screening room. Baron Maroon did not bring a jar of ashes. That has to be true because we know Dame Obsidian has a jar of ashes. And Baron Maroon was in the screening room. Okay. So this has to be true. So Baron Maroon did not bring a jar of ashes. Now I'm looking at these 3 because these can all kind of go together. So let's just talk through this real quickly. Bear Maroon says a rare vase was in the screening room. And Cerulean says that Bear Maroon was in the screening room. Dame Obsidian is saying that Bear Maroon did not bring a jar of ashes, which has to be true. So these three can all be true. These can all work together. Now, that would mean that Admiral Navy would be the liar and our murderer today. So let's maybe give that a shot. So I'm going to hit save. I think that might be it, but let's try it out. So if Admiral Navy's in the enormous bathroom, put that in there. Oh, wait, no. Oh, here we go. This is the issue. Okay. So if this is the lie that Admiral Navy was in the enormous bathroom, what I should have done is I should have put an X here. So that would mean that Admiral Navy was either in the screening room, which wouldn't work with this, or potentially on the grounds. So let's put that in, because that makes sense with this. But we know that the heavy code book, which would be the weapon then if Bear Maroon had the rare vase, the heavy code book cannot be on the grounds. So I don't think Admiral Navy is actually our liar today. I think this must be true. So let me reset. So that would mean Admiral Navy was in the enormous bathroom. Let's go ahead and save with that. We already know Dame Obsidian's must be true. So let's try this. Let's try making Bear Maroon the liar. So that would mean the rare vase was not in the screening room, which also, because of Cerulean's statement here, means Bear Maroon did not have the rare vase, and that would give the rare vase to Admiral Navy. That would mean that Bear Maroon had the heavy code book, and the heavy code book was not on the grounds because it was in the screening room. And let's see, does that work? So it would be Bear Maroon in the screening room to see what it felt like to kill. That all seems to work. Yeah, I think we're in business here. So that puts Cerulean on the grounds with the metal pipe. And we have Admiral Navy in the enormous bathroom and Dame Obsidian in the computer room. Yep, there is our solution. So our murderer today is Bear Maroon with a heavy code book in the screening room to see what it felt like to kill. So I'll go ahead and flip these over, but before we see if we're right, I'm just going to take an extra moment, fill out the motives and locations grid, and then we'll check our results. Okay, there's everything all filled out, and again we have Bear Maroon with a heavy code book in the screening room to see what it felt like to kill. Let's see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.